Good afternoon and welcome to this MRT News Channel Alerts, the public portion of the General Staff Meeting. The General Staff Meeting will start at the top of the hour. The public portion with Funko and a usually short meeting occurred today, lasting less than an hour and a half actually, so we'll be getting to that underway. In addition, the Jungle Line opening ceremony is happening there. Let us join the meeting live as Funko prepares his remarks for his speech.
You totally deserve that, though.
I did not.
Anytime Skelly starts a stream, it's always it's got the dramatic news music, the red banner, and then because he's at a GSM in the background, there's the sound of fireworks and explosions.
Okay, how is this even possible? Am I in the ground right now?
Yes.
HBT,
yes,
you
you
have
are.
3 minutes.
How
to
is
bid
this
up.
even possible?
Anything is possible.
A lot of skill.
So I'm just restarting my Minecraft here. There we go. There's the...
who's still at the thing?
It's currently at 3,415 HVT.
How are you doing that? I don't know how you're doing that.
Not cheap.
It's when you fly down there.
Cheap.
It should just get to 3,420.
Oh, it is cool. It's like there's no block here. You can just go in the block.
Where's the thing?
What? How do you mean? What are you guys doing? Right, are you flying or just falling?
No, it's just walking.
What?
I
You
just
guys
walk
see
here and I just go down. It's because basically. No, I know what it is because it's the
because
World God region.
It's the World God region. They're trying to walk into the World God region. Not allowed.
Hi, Fred.
Oh, Chief, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, can you see chat? Is staff chat being streamed live?
God. You don't want to be left out.
No.
You don't see me, now you see me. You don't see me, now you see me.
Title card up there.
30 seconds to the public
You don't
portion
see
starting.
me, now you see me. You don't
Okay.
see me, now
I
you
would
see
like
me.
to request the silence of everyone.
Everyone.
For
Yes,
reasons
no.
that will make sense shortly, please flood the chat now.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know.
Flood the chat. Oh, Jesus.
Just
Awkward
because,
silence.
Trumple, just because you sometimes have your chat up, and there was just the thing that just went in staff, I'm like, let's keep that off stream for a minute. So, okay, we're done flooding. We're good. The thing is passed. We're good.
I mean, I'm going to switch to Minecraft anyway in a sec.
You know, people are now going to look at Twitch, look at the clips now. You've said that, Chief.
It's
I'm
not
gonna
on there.
upload this to my YouTube and
No, you can just take a clip.
Okay,
No,
anyway,
I know, but it's not on there.
I gotta start. Okay, hold on.
No, you don't.
Wait, man,
You never have to.
Shh. Hello, folks, and welcome to the public portion of the General Staff Meeting for April 14th, 2018.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Memes.
Wow.
Wow.
Hello.
Yes.
That was very anticlimactic. But,
Okay.
as you can see, people have spammed the chat and become incredibly obnoxious, and I'm not sure why I even run this server anymore. Anyway. So, let's go straight to the announcements because that's why you all are here.
Ow.
So first off, I'd like to announce some staff demotions. First two demotions are due to inactivity, and that is Amarcon and Ortum. I have contacted them over the last few months and try to see where they are at. Amarcon did reply and say that he was intending to come back. However, he hasn't shown that he's incredibly active lately, so he will be demoted. As well as Ortum, I did not get a reply from him, so he will be also demoted from the mod position. According to Chief, I believe, or whatever records we have, both of those, both Amarcon and Ortum, no, Amarcon will be demoted to Senator,
Yep.
and Ortum will be demoted to Trustee. In addition to this, I have also received an email from Baron Thames Bank, and he has officially resigned as administrator and from any staff position. He is getting busy during the summer, and he has decided that that's probably the best choice, considering he has not been very active lately. I do have a written statement from Baron, just to express some thanks about to the server here. The statement is as follows. Hello, everyone. As I don't have the time anymore, I've decided to step down as administrator. Being on the server has been great fun, and I will still come on now and then in the future. I'm starting uni this summer, which should get me a degree in transportation management in a few years. This will, of course, also take a lot of time, though. I think it is a subject most of you can relate to. Expect the occasional new building in Daneburg, but until then, see you as senator, I think. Thank you. All right. So, and Baron will be demoted to senator, of course, for Daneburg, and wish him the best in
Good luck, Baron.
his studies. Okay,
Goodbye, Mayor.
so that is that. All right, so we're basically down 2 mods and 1 admin. I will note that during this meeting we did not consider any new staff, but we may do so in future GSMs. Jacob in Twitch chat, we are in Discord. So anyone listening on Twitch there, we are, all this is happening on Discord.
Also, there's
Okay.
absolutely nothing happening behind Frumple.
Yes.
Yes.
And
the
Frumple
staff-
should not turn around.
It's a ruse.
We have
we will
assured
be-
Frumple that there is nothing going on behind him right now.
We will be playing 20 questions again at the end of this GSM, as per tradition, it seems now. So don't worry about that. Okay, moving on. There was a discussion about adding a policy about, or at least some sort of rule preventing people from selling towns. This was deferred from the last GSM. We have decided not to instate that rule. We're going to keep the status quo with regards to this. So no changes to the rules regarding town selling. So you can sell them for monies if both parties agree to pay that amount. Moving on. We have a proposal from Ryan FR to add what he initially called a pop culture channel to Discord. We have approved this, but we're going to be naming this channel Entertainment to reflect what the content is going to be in there. So in addition to the music channel, there will be this entertainment channel, which will be mainly for discussion about movies, what else was it? Movies and other pop culture topics. TV shows. Yeah.
Memes?
So
No, that's random.
Memes still need to go to random. And if I see any other memes go outside of random, well, I'm going to go get you. But anyway.
Nice.
All right.
Also, this
So-
channel was made live during the meeting, so it's already set to go.
Yep. So that's that. Okay, here's the big topic for this meeting. Next up is who is oh, that's Chi Chi. If you're what are you
Getting a
doing?
snack.
Okay, do you eat coins for?
No.
Okay.
It's a Mario. Secretly Mario behind the scenes.
No, I have jelly beans in a mason jar that I'm eating. So
I see.
Well,
Okay. Oh, yep. Okay. Moving on. So here's the big topic for this meeting. It's a discussion about the new plugins on beta server. I did open beta server to the public a couple weeks ago, but I did know that particularly the Citizens plugin wasn't fully configured. I can say now that I've gone in there and fixed that up. So you should now be able to create NPCs and also select them so you can actually do stuff with these NPCs. I can't give you guys any more of a tutorial. Again, all the commands that are available are on the wiki, and we will, at the moment, we won't. There's some NPC limits for each rank. I have to go on beta server a little later to actually set them up, but at the moment on the beta server, it is set up for trustees and above will get 5 NPCs. senators and above will get 30 NPCs, and governors will get 50 NPCs as their limit. However, at the meeting, we decided to add on to this to make the transition from trustee to senator more gradual. So when I do go fix this, and when we go live on main server with the citizens plugin, councilors will get 10 NPCs and up to 10 NPCs, and mayors will get up to 20 NPCs. So once again, trustees will be 5 NPCs, councilors 10, mayors 20, senators 30. 30? 30. Governors will be 50, and also premiers will be 100, and staff will have unlimited limits. So, in addition to this, we will be restricting the mobs that can be spawned. Most mobs can be spawned, including any monster spawns. The only ones that'll be restricted will be ender dragons and ghasts, mainly because they can produce quite a bit of lag, especially if they're multiple versions of this mob. Also, they create a lot of noise, and they're quite large. So those will be restricted to staff only. So we will allow that if on the staff's discretion, you can ask a staff member to spawn in an NPC for you, but again, that'll be up to them if they think it's appropriate for your city. As for but in terms of all other mobs, citizen like villagers, like skeletons, zombies, pigs, cows, those will be relatively unrestricted. Oh, and well, I'll get to that in a sec, but spawning limits. Oh, and before I go on to when this update will come, I'll talk about Discord SRV. Actually, there's not really much to say here. We will be going forward with this plugin.
There's a couple of permissions that we need to tweak, but other than that, it's looking good so far.
Yeah, most of those permissions are on the staff side, so not stuff that you guys have to worry about. So basically, the next update, which will include citizens and Discord SRV, we're planning to go live either late April, early May. I don't have a date set up or set yet. It'll probably be somewhere in the middle of the week, like during the less busy times of the server. The update shouldn't take too long. It's really just updating our plugins and adding new ones. So I will give an announcement when it will be available. Okay, moving on. Still a few other Section 1 topics to go over, some community issues here. Artie has requested that he wants to change the station at 826 C107, the station at his town of Armada, to turn it into a cross station where the stations will be, essentially the tracks will be colliding, will be intersecting each other. And this has been approved. There will be next topic is there will be a full Dynmap render of the new world, and that is actually going to happen tomorrow, starting after the server restart. So after tomorrow's restart, I will be starting the new world Dynmap render. It is expected to take several days, so please be advised that there will be a potential for lag during this time, and we're going to try to do it during the least busy times of the server. So,
also a reminder that while the New World Dynmap render is running, just like last time, there is a ban on asking for world edits from staff, and also any particularly lag-inducing changes of that. So just please keep that in mind. If you have schematics that you need imported or whatever, please do so this weekend before the restart tomorrow night.
All right, cool. All right, now next up. Oh, and there was a request from LD Shadowlord to enable wiki SVG uploads. That's less of a topic that's appropriate for the GSM. It's more of a request to me. I will put that on my to-do list and get that done when I have time. Moving on to Section 2, roads. We have a lot of topics for roads. The one from B8 from Talon regarding B879, that has been removed by request of Talon because apparently he does not require approval for that, since it is connecting to an A road. Moving on to B54, proposed by James. That is a road. I'm going to have to actually explain. I want to try to explain where these roads are, otherwise it's just a bunch of numbers to you guys. This one goes north from Malison to the east side of Pakeston. He does have permission from Captain Lincoln to build this road. This road has been approved. Next up is a initially unnamed road by Mojang Chan. We're going to assign a number to this road. It'll be B60, I believe.
Yep.
And this one goes from Deadbush to Totsworth in the Mesa biome. This has also been approved, I believe. Yep, correct. Next road up is B82, proposed by Crazy Rocket Guy. This is a diagonal road that runs from Armada and towards the northwest to what city is that? I have to look it up. It's somewhere in the it crosses the Mega Taiga biome, but it's a very long road. It connects up to the northern line. This has been approved minus a connection to Cicero because Crazy Rocket Guy does not have permission to connect there. So the rest of the road has been approved except for that little piece there. Next up is the B94 proposed by Soso123. Oh, I don't know who that was. What did we say about this one?
So this one, and actually this is the thing that Gauze is just PMing me about. So this one is trying to connect a couple of towns that are right next to each other, that are pretty close. So just a reminder that if you've got towns that are within a pretty good distance, so the usual 300 couple over that, that as long as both parties are okay, you don't need to get approval for short roads like that that are just connecting neighboring towns. If you do want to have it be an official like A or B road, just let us know to have your number reserved, just so that we're not having ambiguous road numbers. So in this case, yeah, this road is approved and good to go. But just a reminder that if you're doing short roads like this one is, that you don't need formal approval. Yeah.
This is mainly, again, if your towns are literally right next to each other, you do not need a B road approval. That's not explicitly in the rules. I do know that at a previous GSM we decided on this, but yeah. Oh, and thank you LD for the resubscription. And moving on, okay, so 2F, Robin Ho has proposed an extension of the A4. It's basically a straight line that goes parallel to the forest line eastward, and this has been approved. Next up is the A1 extension proposed by the United Cities Transit Committee. This has been approved, and we actually like to add some with some notes here. We do notice. Okay, first I'll explain where this one goes. So this extends from Nipia, further north, parallel to the Zephyr line, all the way up to ZN32, next to Soso's town of Chalxior. So once again, this has been approved. We did notice in the proposal that they did avoid ZN 26 or 25, I believe.
Both.
Both. So the proposal actually, the road proposed goes around that area. We will say that because that is an inactive town and does not have any significant development in that area, if the UC Transit Committee does elect to do so, we will give them approval to go straight through if they want to. So yeah, so they can basically go straight through ZN24 to 26, and they don't have to make that diversion. Next up is the A8 extension proposed by Elite Neon. This has been rejected because I've told Elite Neon, I'm going to say this right here, Elite Neon, you got to stop sending us pictures of using your phone, because that's not going to fly. And you can't just build, you also need to get permission from the towns in that area, particularly particularly Mega's town, because that's where your road terminates. So,
And this
yeah.
was news to Mega at the GSM.
Yes, I had no idea what was happening. I was like, oh, this goes through Rank Resort.
So seriously, Elite Neon, stop wasting our goddamn time.
And also everybody else, phone screenshots. The reason that phone screenshots are an issue is because they're too low resolution and they're oftentimes blocked by your browser bar. So like, just please try and take screenshots on a computer. If you need to draw on them, you can upload them to Google Drawings and draw stuff on there.
Okay. All right. Moving on to property auction, section 3. Okay, so initially Captain Lincoln and James S _ were both requesting D23 C65. However, Captain Lincoln has switched over to requesting D21. So basically D23 C65 will be going to James S _ and D21 will be going to Captain Lincoln. Both of these have been approved. Next up is ZS16, requested by Minecraft000. This has been approved. So he is now the new owner of that station and town. Next up, the Frosty Creeper 10 has requested ownership of the MRT phone network, previously owned by Ben, I believe. This has been approved. It does not actually have any physical assets on the server. It is simply a numbering system. So if he wants to make any modifications or additions to that system, go right ahead. Next up is Cortezi would like ownership of SkyWest, a old airline previously owned by Frozen. This has been approved. And next is Burn Cow has requested ownership of the Yilo Corporation, previously owned by Technological 99. This is basically a ferry and water bus service. This has been approved. And that's the last of section 3. There's a couple of interesting topics in section 4, the other section. Mindbender 15 has requested that we move the Arctic Line underground to give them more space in Radiant Square. This has been denied. We generally try not to do this because we want to make sure that the MRT line is straight as possible. We would suggest to Mindbender 15 that he can build over the MRT line or under it if he would like to. So if he wants to build closer toward the MRT line, he is totally welcome to do so. Next up is a proposal or just a clarification more so from Gods around the location of the Southern Line station, SC13. The town that the station was supposed to go into J Universe Zero's town, or into J Universe Zero town, but he's gone inactive. So what we've decided is Gods can't continue building the Southern Line, but without putting in SC13 station. So at least the line will be connected up between SC12 and SC14. And then we will wait probably until next GSM to confirm the location of SC13. The reason for this is the J Universe has only been active, he hasn't been inactive for the whole full 3 months. He's been inactive for about 2.5. So just to give him a chance to come back and just to confirm that he does want the station in his town, we will defer this till next GSM. And there's actually another big topic here. This is the final topic in section 4. There has been a ownership dispute at F15 P17. This is the intersection or one of the intersections of the Forest and Plains lines. I will give you a sort of a Cole's notes of what happened. Apparently, according to our records, the town was owned by a player named Two-Turn Julia in the early. That's basically our last records. And then at some point, Callum JK had claimed that town, but unfortunately, we don't have any written records that ownership change had actually taken place. He was not able to produce any emails on his behalf, and we also don't have any records in our GSM results where we do record, where we usually do record those sort of ownership changes, or at least it would show up as an auction at the very least. And in addition to this, recently, 2 players, which will remain nameless at the time because they will be getting double warnings. They actually came in and removed by hand a lot of parts of that town without permission, because because what I do believe to be a rules misunderstanding. They thought that the town was inactive, but frankly, due to the massive changes that they made, we consider that to be griefing.
And it's actually kind of egregious griefing because it raised and basically leveled out an entire town and also destroyed half of a rail line in the process as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it also touched property. It touched the third-party rail system, which they should not have touched. So those 2 players will be getting double warnings, and we will also notify Callum that because he hasn't provided evidence for ownership of the town, this town will be going up for general auction next GSM. So once again, F15, P17 will be going up for general auction at the next GSM. So if you are interested in, I should have mentioned, the town will be rolled back to undo all the damage these 2 players did, and then it will be up for auction. So if you're interested in this, please send an email to the staff.
And again, this is at P17, F15? Or the other way around?
F15, P17, yep.
Yep.
The intersection.
Yeah. Yeah, so that rollback, I will be doing that rollback probably either tonight or tomorrow. Just kind of it depends on traffic. So at some point before the render happens, that's going to get a rollback.
Definitely before the Dynamite render happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's probably one of the most egregious griefings we've seen in a while.
Yeah. Just to tell you those players involved that, like, had we seen you in the act, that probably would have been an instant ban offense because that's really egregious. Usually there aren't kinds of instant ban offenses like that, as a lot of you know, but like this, yeah, needless to say, this is something that, yeah, we were not happy about.
Yeah. Okay, that is all for section 4. In terms of announcements, yeah, I think it's time to open the northern portion of the jungle line. AP, who was the constructor of this line, this line, he's not available to come on right now.
He is in game, but not on Discord.
I don't think he's prepared a statement either. So I will let you guys know the line was open for claiming for at least a week, I believe. But we've only had 2 players ask for stations. Those 2 players will be getting those stations. So Captain Lincoln will be getting JN7, and Kel5 will be getting JN11. All other stations on this portion of the line will be open to first come, first serve claiming after the line opens. So, yeah. Why are people saying orange?
No reason.
It's
No
a
reason
great
at
color. Did you know today is Orange Day? It's Orange Day today. Search on the web.
Guys, there's nothing behind Frumple.
Absolutely
Very
not.
interesting. Thank you, chat, for providing a clue for me. Okay. All right. So I have to go.
Is this Twitch chat?
Okay, no.
Or
Rules
in-game
has
chat.
anyway, so from
Chat?
actually
In-game chat, Twitch chat, same thing. But anyway, so do I have to go whip up a ribbon or something?
Yeah,
or
if you
what-
turn right, turn right, just follow the red carpet and you'll get there.
without looking behind me, correct?
No,
You'll be
There's a
fine.
wall.
No,
There's a
you'll
wall.
be
You'll be
You'll be
fine.
fine. You'll be
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
Hit the elevator.
Use the elevator.
Turn around.
Use the elevator. How do I?
Can you unbanish Frumple?
Just hit the button.
Hey,
Am I
Frumpel,
banished?
what's your favorite citrusy fruit?
Okay, so where do I? So I keep on going.
Yep, you've got a
this
red
way?
carpet.
Okay. All right.
How do
Guys,
the rest of us get up?
Right, you can go through
there's
now.
an elevator. Elevator.
There's a tiny ass elevator.
What is
Okay,
this
let's see.
station?
Platform 3 and 4. Oh, I see. Okay,
Get over here, Frumple.
I see.
You missed your scissors.
Okay, so
Scissors.
I will. Oh, scissors. Shit. I just want to punch
Cheap
it.
stuff.
There you go. Okay.
Okay.
Punch. Okay. I declare the Jungle Line North.
Yay.
Open.
Also, if you take the line, you'll see the thing.
Yay.
Frumple,
Okay.
so
Yeah. So
take the
okay.
line.
I guess I'll have to.
you'll
wait.
have to wait.
Oh,
You have
the
to-
Or you could ride it northbound.
But everybody else can
No.
take the line.
There's nothing.
the
northbound.
anticipation is going to kill me. Oh no.
Yeah, we got
Okay.
we built a
Now,
wall.
any questions?
Okay, I'll go back in my box. Hold on.
You got an elevator for your box.
Hi.
Change this.
Oh, is your box broken? Oh.
Oh.
I can't change the floor on this thing.
Wait, it needs to be glass. Wait. Frumple, out.
No, it doesn't.
Speak.
It
Out.
doesn't.
Move out the way.
Frumple jump.
Wait, why? Oh,
I used
Watch
to
as
pass on there.
everyone tries
no,
to
no,
be
it's
the
fine, no,
elevator
It's fine.
repair.
It's fine.
I'm looking on the stream, and this is rather interesting.
Do it. It works. Come look. No, what?
Because you need
Because there's somebody put gold here. Why?
I just teleported him up to the podium. We're fine.
Okay, you're good.
No, we got it. We got it. We got it.
suck at using an elevator. Jeez.
I'm gonna push you into place from. Ow! You could just.
Feline
These are-
Holdings will be
this is-
filing a lawsuit to whoever did this.
This is the people of my server. This is how things get done here.
Hi, Twitch. This.
Okay. All right, folks. So before I do the 20 questions thing, I do want to do the open floor and Q&A. So once again, if you're new here or forgot, this is how it works. If you have any concerns, questions, or comments, please, basically, we're going to take turns for this. So please let me know either in-game, PM me in-game, or PM me in Discord, or preferably the voice channel, or let me know in Twitch chat if you'd like a turn to speak. Please don't post the whole question or comment because I'm probably going to forget it. But if you want a chance to speak or your turn to speak, please PM me again, once again, in-game, on Discord, or on Twitch. And I will call on you when I'm ready to address you.
Yay.
Okay, Ninja, I think I've got you there. So I got one person so far. Anyone else? Do you mind? This is probably one of the shortest GSMs we've had so far, so I'm not going to be surprised if there's nothing to really discuss. There weren't any heavy topics this GSM. Okay, it's starting to look like it's just one person so far. So Ninja 042803, what would you like to talk about?
Okay, so first of all, how much of the jungle line is actually complete at this point?
From what I can tell, AP is complete all the way down to how many stations is there?
JS1, I believe.
Yeah, JS1. You can see it on Dynmap.
Okay.
Actually, I wonder if I
also,
can even switch to Dynmap here. Yep. And what else?
would you be willing to do a Friendly Friday in Superpower 2?
That's not server related. I'm actually.
Is that? It's not the
Actually,
right time to ask.
Not exactly the right time, but I will say this though. I'm actually going to take a break from streaming next week. I'm not entirely sure whether I want to be streaming this often or whether I want to be streaming games, and whether or not I want to be continuing doing Friendly Friday or anything like that. So I'm going to take the week off next week. I will still be streaming on next Saturday, The Mole 9, that Yoshi, the game show that Yoshi's running. So I will be streaming that. I'm going to take a break next week and just try to, I might be changing my schedule or changing some other stuff about my stream, and I'll let you guys know. So
okay. Sorry about saying that really the wrong time.
that's all right. But as per your question, I'm not sure. I've never heard of that game, so I don't know. I have to look at it to really give you an answer there, but I'll take a look. Okay, so Crazy Rocket Guy. Alfie, I see that question there, but I'm going to leave that. Please re-ask that when we get to the silly questions. I want to make sure we go through any serious questions. Anyone else? I'll take a look here. Okay, Crazy Rocket Guy, it's your turn. I don't see anyone else. This is a lot of, not very many people today.
And we did have a short agenda, so.
Crazy
Nice break,
Rocket.
actually.
Yeah, it's nice. Crazy Rocket Guy asks, will the Expo line be extended? Which direction? Because it could be extended in either west or east.
Yes.
Underground.
So Fish is working on, or has taken charge of, the west extension that goes from XW31 outwards. But an eastward extension certainly could be possible. We just don't have a concrete plan for it yet.
So with all this applies to all MRT lines. There's kind of plans in place for the expansion of all of them. It's just a case of a staff member having the time to be able to do it. So generally, if a staff member feels like it, they propose a plan and then it gets built. So yeah, it's just a case of a staff member wanting to do an extension on that line.
And also, it's like when that proposal happens, whoever is in charge of building that line will take a look at the previous notes and try and come up with a plan that will make sense. But also, it's like when we feel that there's a need for more lines and a staff member has the time to commit to building a line, then we'll do it.
Yeah. I mean, on that note, we have gotten a lot of proposals from certain players up with specific new lines or proposals to redirect lines. I'm not going to say to not send those proposals, but do keep in mind that those sort of proposals will only be considered based on whether the staff have the time to do so or whatever the initial plans were. So, I mean, things. For example, if you have a proposal to redirect a line down to your town, for example, that could be considered as part of the plan. If you're proposing a brand new line or proposing the line goes in totally opposite direction that we initially had in mind, then that probably will be rejected. So
I will say that usually what happens is, or what has happened the last couple cycles is, when we get an idea of what line we're going to build next, usually whoever's going to be working on it will make some sort of public announcement for it. Then we'll talk about their idea at the GSM. And then if it all makes sense, then they'll just go for it. If there's public revisions that need to happen, then those will be taken into account as part of that process.
Okay.
So, yeah. So we do appreciate your ideas. Just know that, like all other things that involve the staff, that it requires us to put in a bit of time. So.
Okay. Ninja, I'll get back to you, but Alfie has actually a relevant question here. What lines do the server have planned to build at this moment?
So so right now the next line that's being worked on by Gods is the SLE, the Southern Line Eastern half. That line is being built from the S0 station to completion in the southeast corner of the map. And then I think Gods, I don't know if you're able to use voice, but I think that the next idea that Gods had would be to do the Valley line.
Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah. So that one will probably be the next one after Southeast. So after that, we don't have any concrete plans in place.
Yeah.
So
I just shot Cortese because he just named a line after a certain drug, and I don't know where that came from, but yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Is this a joke from the MRT UK meetup?
Maybe.
I see. Drugs are bad, you know. Don't do drugs, kids. Since I'm streaming, I might as well say don't do drugs. Okay. Anyway. All right. So, Ninja, going back to you, I have an additional question.
Yeah, so something I've really kind of noticed on the road system is that there are a lot of places where there should be signs that it's lacking, I feel. And
Okay.
is there any way that you could possibly improve that?
Roads tend to be based on, we just usually leave it. When they propose it, we just approve it, and we just leave it towards them to put in that sort of signage. If you find that there's a lack of it, then maybe ask a staff member. The staff member might not be able to help you exactly with it, but they might be able to pinpoint who actually built the original road, and then we could forward that to that road builder and see if they can improve the signage. So
if you contact the original road builder, they may be willing for you to do their signage as well if you're find that.
Yeah, but usually the information of who built the original road is not the most public of information. Like, it is announced at GSMs and all that, but I would imagine most players wouldn't know. So maybe asking a staff member to help look that up for you would be a good idea.
also, we have been drawing a lot of the completed roads on Dynmap in case of just in terms of just like navigating around. A lot of the completed roads have been drawn on Dynmap, so I know it can be a bit resource intensive to have both Dynmap and Minecraft running at the same time, but that's another spot that you can look if you're just trying to see where roads are going. So you have to turn on those layers because they're turned off. They're hidden by default, but they are there, and they're pretty comprehensive.
Okay. I got a couple people in Discord. I'm going to go answer their questions. So, Kitty Cat, you have a question?
All right. My question is, what do you think is the scariest form of commercial transportation?
Are we on to the silly questions yet?
I don't think we're at the silly question. I still got a few serious ones, but scariest form of transportation: roller coasters.
Well, commercial transportation.
It is commercial. It is. They make
you
spend money.
Roller coaster doesn't transport you anywhere. It transports you in a circle.
Not all the time.
Scary.
Travelators.
Cars. How about that?
Travelators literally
I am
go up at a shallow angle, gods.
No, space rockets. You get accelerated brutally fast.
To be honest, I feel safer. I would prefer. I would prefer to go on a space rocket than.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be fun, but like, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Boom.
If it goes wrong, it's gonna go wrong.
Might as well go out in a blaze of glory. Okay. Okay, if that guest wants to give his name, then I'm not going to stop him. But yeah, all right. Okay, moving on to time to make my move. What is your question? Not sure if you're actually listening.
Car, so.
Oh, okay. If it helps for you, you can type it out if you think that's gonna.
Well, I mean, I'm in my car, so that's not much easier.
Okay, so go for it then.
Frumple,
Are you
encouraging texting and driving?
Oh, whoops.
Speaking and driving.
I don't know. I don't know if he's driving. Nope. Hold on.
If he's
I
on
don't know
voice
if
activity.
I don't know if he's driving though. So
I'm on my Bluetooth.
Are you from the moon? Looks like.
Anyway, guys,
certain staff members have done mumble driving.
Anyway, time. What is your question?
Technology is the future.
What is?
Anyway, for 1.13, I've heard that that's going to break a lot of things, including most likely the technology in the MRT stations. Do you have a plan for that?
Yep. I don't know how it's going to break. I know it's not just going to break the MRT. It'll probably break a whole bunch of plugins.
Our current plan is assume everything is going to break.
Yep. I have stated before that when 1.13 comes out, we will probably not update for probably months because it's going to take time for those plugins to catch up, if they catch up at all. For such a large update, I wouldn't be surprised if some plugins stop updating and they stop working for 1.13. So we may be stuck on 1.12 for quite a while.
And even after that point, it's going to require extensive beta testing before even being considered to roll out on the main worlds.
Yeah. Specific to your question regarding the MRT station, I was working earlier on just a slightly improved arrival bay for what could possibly be MRT version 6. It's very similar to the V5 design. So I mean that new prototype could also break it for 1.13. So, but yeah.
Wait, Time, can you just say slowly, a small step for a man, a giant leap for mankind? Time?
No.
Time, try to say slowly, a small step for man and a giant leap for mankind.
You sound like you're on the moon, Time, Board.
Yeah,
it actually sounds like a phone. You're literally on a phone call-in show, like on the radio. So
yeah, because he's using his car Bluetooth microphone. So
anyway, thanks for your question.
Anyway, thanks.
Okay. Going back to Alfie Pops next. Let me look up your question. Alfie's question is, are there any major server plans such as new worlds at the moment? As I said, the most major change that we're considering is adding the 2 new plugins, Citizens and Discord SRV. Citizens is a pretty massive plugin. I mean, it has the most potential to go wrong because it is adding a bunch of it is allowing people to make entities on the server. So we're trying to watch for that. Again, please, if you're a member, please go on beta and go test it out, because the more you test, the more confident we will be in rolling this out to the main server. And if you do find any bugs or issues, please email staff and we can investigate. In terms of new worlds, I can say for sure we will probably never add any new worlds on the server because basically, I won't go into details of how the server is set up, but there is no disk space. So there's no available memory for additional worlds to be stored.
This one's pretty big already.
It is pretty big. So, and if we added a new world, I don't know what kind of new people would want anyway.
The end.
The never.
No.
If you want that, if you want the end, go to space.
Dragons.
But
Can
space
someone
is endless.
copy paste an end island into the space world?
But space is endless, Chief. What are you talking about?
We can always delete the space world to get more disk space.
We're not deleting the space
No.
Yeah. Try to put that past Tom P and see what he thinks about that, huh?
Nah, Tom Pears will just fix the issue by crashing. That's what he always does.
He'll just put in more Navy ships.
And then Castle will stand around and do nothing but give Tom all the commands.
All right, Tom. We'll let you put as much Navy ships as you want on the new world.
Yeah, stack
on the new
165.
world,
You can actually
in
do
exchange
that
for
now.
putting the space world in. For us deleting the space world.
Just let him stack his Navy ships. That'll corrupt the space world. I think we've moved into silly questions.
I think I would agree with that. Okay, so any silly questions are now allowed. Once again, PM me in-game or Discord voice channel or in Twitch. Twitch is kind of empty right now. Hello, Foxfo.
I has good question.
Okay.
Oh, here come all the questions. Okay.
Serious questions are still allowed, but now you can also ask silly ones.
Alfie Pops asks, what languages do I speak? I speak English, and that's it. I used to learn French when I was in high school, and I forgot it all.
I love how you struggle to remember the name.
Gods asked, "Can you wear a day sack at night?" No. Fred has several questions. What are your several questions, Fred? Sorry, guys. I'll try to scroll back up to your questions in game, but Fred has apparently several questions. What's the difference between glue, tuna, and the piano?
Oh God, Fred, no, Jesus.
Why is glue involved in this joke? As far as I know,
You can tune a piano, but you can't. You can't tune a.
you can tune a piano.
Yeah,
but
you can
cannot
tune a
piano with
but
tuna.
you can't piano a tuna.
Why is the glue in there? We knew you'd get stuck on that.
Yeah, we knew you would get stuck on that.
Boy.
Old school.
I
There we
actually
go.
saw that on a video.
Okay, Fred, I'll come back to you, but I'm going to move on to other people because there's a lot of them coming in. It's funny how people just don't care about the serious questions about the server, the important stuff on the server. They care about the silly crap.
Oh god, this is fucking hard.
To be fair, there was no real
True.
controversial things at this GSM.
That is true.
We are a meme-based economy, after all.
This will give us more time to finish.
I
the
heard all of Frumple's
idea.
money is invested in the rare Pepe's market.
Sell.
I really should have put in that proposal to ban all memes on the server.
God damn it, Frumple, don't you
It's
dare!
not too late. I
really
approve.
should have.
I
really should
You
have.
would have.
It's not too late.
That'll cause riots. Anyway,
I would start
That'll
a
cause
war.
riots.
Okay,
That would
looking-
cause riots.
yeah.
And I am not joking. There's actually an economy based off rare Pepe the Frog memes.
Yeah.
Oh, memes.
that- is
Sounds
that-
greater. What do you expect?
Next.
Let me give
It's
the
r/meme
content
economy.
people
Next
want, and I'm
question.
gonna answer the silly question. So Rich99 asks, whose idea was it to put the song "1,000 Miles" in the MRT Welcome Center? That's kind of that's not necessarily a
Cough,
silly
Yoshi.
question.
That was Yoshi.
That's a
Yeah.
That's actually a good question.
Yeah.
Everyone walks
No,
to
I
school.
loved the funeral march that we did for April Fools, and then it shocks the zombie Frumple at the end.
Okay.
I have a question.
Let me just switch over to Kitty in Discord. What is your question? I'm assuming it's a silly one.
Oh, my question, have you ever had a truly terrifying transportation experience? Like just you're having a travel experience that's just like death-defying.
I don't know if I can answer that right away because most transportation I've ridden have been quite pleasant.
What do you expect? It's in Canada.
Yeah. Where public transportation runs on time is relatively safe.
Frumple, watch out. I heard the Canucks are going to make the Stanley Cup final next year and lose.
I don't
so
give a
Vancouver's
shit about
gonna
hockey.
riot.
I'm sorry.
No,
I don't
because
care.
every time
Wait, did you say you don't give a
sporting
shit?
event.
I really don't. I don't. Sports, sports I don't really care about.
Woo, sports ball.
I do know.
Wow.
Honestly, I don't really. Yeah, the Canucks fans. They take up valuable space in the public transit, and I just don't care. I'm sorry. I know there's going to be rioting, but I know that happens. It happens every year, and it's mostly caused by people who are not even hockey fans. So,
You know who it is caused by? Eagles fans.
Ooh.
Okay, let's not go into this debate. You can keep it to hashtag sports on Discord if you like, which I have muted. So
Nice. That was the most unnecessary
to answer your
detail
question,
ever.
Kitty. I don't know. Like I've been on a plane, I've been on a cruise ship, I've been on ferries, I've been on buses, I've been on trains.
Interesting.
You know, multiple.
I guess still cars. Cars are.
Have you ever
scary.
been in a kayak?
Kayak? Yes, I have. It wasn't that scary.
Have you been in like wait, what is that called? A trolley or something like that?
Trolleys?
A
Yeah.
trolley?
Trolleys are
That was a baby.
What, a shopping trolley?
Shopping trolley.
Shopping
No,
cart?
that's not what I meant.
Shopping carts.
Frumple, have you been in a
Wait,
Have you been in a shopping cart?
If you've ever seen Mr. Rogers, then you know what I'm talking about. Like
Yeah, no, I grew up with Mr. Rogers. Yeah.
Spoiler:
no,
he is
no.
Mr. Rogers.
So
Yes, I
you
am
grew up
old.
with Georgia. Oh.
Okay, I gotta move on and ask these other questions before they run off my chat here. So, Ninja042803 asks, who do you endorse in the SC gubernatorial election? Why would I care about that? So I'm assuming you're talking about South Carolina, right? I don't know who's running. That's U.S. politics. Why do I care about that?
God.
Fred,
That is a public issue, and Frumple's not involved in those.
because I live. I don't even live in the United States.
Frumple doesn't vote. He's not an informed citizen.
I vote. I do vote. I just vote for the country that I live in.
Well,
not that
you haven't taken part in any of South Carolina's election for governor. I mean, do you want your voice to be heard?
Kitty, you're not online. I would otherwise smite you right now.
Don't think.
Good.
This is very strange.
Onto the smite list he goes.
You are all very strange. Okay, already asked. Hello, I'd like to ask about a brief history of the Quagmire line.
That was an idea that I had. Yeah, that's my question.
You can explain that.
Universally rejected.
It was an idea that I had a while back that never happened. The idea was before Epsilon, that it would be
That
a
was back
thing.
when I joined the server.
Yeah,
2015, early 2015.
Yeah, back in like original Gamma, the first time I was an admin. The idea was that the line that's currently the Marina Shuttle would be extended all the way down and kind of do like a backwards L shape and terminate over by Daneburg and Fullaway, and that would be called the Lakeshore Line. And then there was another line called the Quagmire Line that was going to go through some swamplands up in the northeast and go up towards the actual northeast corner of the map. Neither of those have really come to fruition.
Because we said no.
Because we were like, we don't need these.
Yeah. But I do recall that L and Q are still letters that are available for any new lines we might want.
They both are.
H and
K
and U.
To be honest, yeah, probably the most likely, because based on the plans I posted a couple of years ago, probably, the next new line, in addition to Jungle, is the line in the southwest that I sort of put dotted lines on. It sort of crosses the southwestern desert. So yeah, we have to assign a letter to that at some point if we ever build it. So yeah, let's see. AP asks, would you like to attend the next meeting of the official MRT Tegan and Sarah fan club? I vaguely know who Tegan and Sarah is. I would have to decline because I have distinctly different musical tastes. I'm sorry.
Oh, can we just go off a tangent on that? What music tastes do you have?
Should we play 20 questions?
We're not at 20 questions yet.
We're not at 20 questions yet. If you've listened, if you've watched my Twitch stream, you probably have a pretty good idea. Or actually, if you watch the MRT time lapses, you'll have a pretty good idea there too. So,
which time lapse? Which kind of time lapses specifically?
All
of them,
but also all of them.
Except the orange line that Keko did.
But that's not a Frumple time lapse.
Yeah. Any time lapse that I uploaded, or also the fly-throughs also have music as well. So yeah, just go on my YouTube channel and give me more views because no one's watching my goddamn Twitch stream uploads there because I'm apparently boring. So
speaking of YouTube, why do you Twitch stream and not YouTube?
I have an explanation for that, because when I signed up to be a Twitch affiliate, and in their contract it explicitly says that actually it is possible to stream on both, but you can't do it at the same time. So whenever you stream on Twitch, you have to wait 24 hours before uploading it to somewhere else, such as YouTube. That is within the contract. So that is why I choose to stream to Twitch.
Wow.
YouTube, I don't think their streaming platform's mature enough anyway. So I hope that explains.
Yeah,
it.
that is true.
Okay, still scrolling through questions here.
It's mostly kids on YouTube.
James S_ has a question from Discord chat. What is your question? I don't know where you're going to put it.
Wait, what kind of questions are?
That's what she said.
We're opening to any sort of question here.
Ouch.
And a shock happened. Where is James? Is James in chat right now?
Left it grilling.
He's probably.
James is muted on Deaf in the Discord.
Seriously, James.
I said skip.
He's DM'd me in Discord, and okay, I'm gonna say this out loud, James, because that's your question. That's what you get. James says, "I need relationship advice." There's this girl that likes me, but I don't. What should I say? Please help! In all caps. Well,
James, I'm your man.
Relationship advice, but just life advice.
I'm your man.
I'm
You
just
said
gonna.
that on Discord chat.
Yeah,
He
well,
DM'd.
he DM'd, but
Oh.
I mean the question. I'm gonna have to say the question out loud on Twitch.
Wait.
James, I'm gonna say that I'm probably the worst person to talk to about that because I have no relationship experience
Wait, Is
whatsoever.
he asking what should he say to like a girl or something?
Yes.
No, he's asking to communicate with aliens from the Interplanetary Association of Worlds.
You know,
See,
you see
same
Courtney.
thing.
You have a weird mind. Oh, just for like saying that.
Anyway, James, I'm sorry, I can't really help you there. There's plenty of other people on this server who may give you more or less useful advice. So
I got
mostly less, but
mostly less. Yes.
All my advice is
mostly
theoretical.
terrible garbage advice.
Whatever you do not ask Cortesi for advice.
Don't.
I heard
Do
you
not
only
ask
come girl advice.
It's all about sliding into the DMs.
Oh, hi,
All about
Hello,
sliding
Pine.
into all kinds of-
Okay,
That's
moving
A
on.
guy like him ain't never gonna slide into the DMs.
Moving
Oh,
on
who wants
to.
to know more details about where to
Moving
slide
on.
into a girl?
I need to go to the
Moving
damn
on.
silly questions. God damn it. Okay.
No silly questions.
Okay.
Stop
T.
asking them silly questions.
Shut up.
So can we play this one? Okay,
Everybody shut up, please.
Oh my god.
Oh, those my old stuff. Damn it, dude.
Shut up.
TEMEVS asks this important question. What is your opinion on God? And would you consider repurposing MRT to a Christian Minecraft server dedicated to our Lord?
What?
And a vegan one.
If it's dedicated to our Lord Frumple, I mean, that's already happened.
Or to our Lord Jeff the Taco.
Well, first off, I don't want to be referred to as Lord Frumple. That's
Why not?
something else.
Supreme
Should be
Overlord?
appreciating
Don't
that.
I don't like titles like that.
It's funny.
What about
I've
the Great
and-
Frumple?
And personally, I'm an agnostic. I don't really care too much about religion. So, and I know that is a meme that you're trying to invoke here, but I'm sorry. We accept all religions here and freedom from religion here. So, just no.
Meme is a religion. Why are you trying to get rid of that?
Because it causes great pain and suffering to the world.
Plus, meme is not a religion. It's just something that people do to annoy other people.
I
It's
don't.
a religion.
Meme is a
It's a
religion. You just don't believe in it.
It
It's
is a religion.
cult. It's a cult
Okay,
that
let's
must
not
be
get into
eliminated.
this. Let's
It's
not.
a cult that
Yeah,
must
let's
be
not get
eliminated
into
and
this.
hunted down.
Let's move on to the next silly question or.
Okay.
Oh, no, yeah.
Mine Man asks, what transport haven't you written? Horse.
Oh.
Not even the Minecraft variety.
I probably have, but a real horse, no.
Not even a
I
whole
think
snowman.
we're asking we should list all of them out, like every single thing you haven't.
I have not
Frumple.
written. That doesn't. Yes.
If you need any advice on writing things,
Get out.
Hey, she's
Next question.
Okay, guys, keep it you.
Is it my
Keep it PG.
What just happened?
I mean, it's
I
already.
was
It's already.
not paying
gone
We
past that.
missed you,
Robin
Pine.
has a question. Robin, what's your question?
I mean, it is still PG. Pine was just wondering. Pine was just offering Frumple advice on riding a horse. She actually has a degree in that.
Oh God.
yes, obviously.
Robin.
I tried to make.
I love
Robin.
riding all night long.
Become a professional equestrian.
Robin.
So my first
What?
question is, what is your favorite sauce?
Sauce? Sauce?
Yes. Yes.
I bet it's white and creamy.
Yeah.
You know?
Correct, it was ranch. Wow.
But
you are
MP, why did you lose?
Good job.
Why did you lose your in game?
Good, it was mayonnaise and ranch and you
We
know
found
all
the
of that. You were correct.
It was a genuine question. I wasn't silly.
At this point,
is-
I think
my
I don't
God.
even need to be here. You can just ask questions and you can make up your own answers.
Let's just go to 20 questions.
Yeah, that's
I think
basically what
this is getting
everybody's doing.
derailed.
Well, I do want to make sure everyone is okay. So nothing from Discord. I'm still
Wait, my
scrolling
second
down.
question-
Oh, you have a
I
second
have a
question? What's your
question.
second question?
I said, okay, when you come over for MRT Meetup V2, are you gonna bring your hat with you?
I don't wear my hat anymore.
What?
I'm gonna be. Most people in here won't understand, but the hat made me look kind of
The hat was awesome.
kind of neckbeardy, kind of fedora.
gonna
It's kind of like a fedora.
Fedoras are
Well,
cool though.
everybody likes
No, fedoras are terrible.
There are certain people who can successfully sport a fedora.
Yeah.
Have you seen?
Example,
Have you
I think
seen?
you're going to need to bring a restraining order to the MRT meetup.
Wait, so I'm gonna go to this meetup and have a restraining order. What? does that
Wait,
mean?
to
So
who
you're gonna have
though?
to place
Like,
one on Pine.
who are you placing the restraining order on?
Because you
Nice.
don't know me.
Can we play 20 questions?
Please.
Yeah, we should
This
do
is
like
getting out of hand.
I want to
I
get.
would like
is
to
there
just
any-
point out we derailed silly questions. Was that possible? I don't know, but we managed it.
MRT, it's always possible.
Welcome to the MRT server.
Anyways, it's time for 20 questions.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yay.
Wait, so it's
And
just
then
20 random questions?
No. So
No. So how this
So-
works is in the
there's
last few
nothing behind
GSMs,
Frumple.
there is
Do
apparently
not-
nothing
nothing
behind me, but I have to ask 20 questions to guess what it is. So
Or you mean to guess what it isn't?
Are you gay?
That's not one of the
that's not
questions.
how we
I-
question. What? Oh my!
That's not how this works.
Why the fuck did I start the
Unfortunately, no.
server?
Alright, let's
Why-
quieten down.
I
Okay.
know.
Okay, I got
Frumple.
my paper ready.
Okay, everyone, please silence. I'm gonna start thinking about a question here. I already have. I do know I have a hint thanks to someone. So, let's see.
Which hint was this?
I don't even know how to give
Orange.
you a hint.
No, orange is something else.
Orange was because of the massive wall. That has nothing to do with the nothing.
Sure, right.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Frumple, to be honest, I don't even know how to give you a hint.
Okay.
Okay, here we. Okay, first question. Is this a person?
No.
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 I don't even know.
Pine. AP, why did you mute Pine? What are you doing?
I don't know.
What is
I think
going
he's
on?
trying to unmute her.
Wait, are you
Oh,
guys
I
on the MRT server doing something like that?
No, we're actually
Yeah.
on the beta server.
We're actually on the alpha
Yeah,
server.
that's,
So it is not. It is not a person.
Nope.
Correct. 19.
Actually, we're on Hypixel.
Is it a form of transportation?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Technically,
Yes.
yes.
Yes, 18.
Yes.
It could
Yes,
be.
it is.
Technically, yes.
Do I? Oh my god. Oh no. Do I have to ask this question because just based on what has happened?
What?
Just ask it.
I will ask it. My third question is: is it rideable?
Yes.
No.
Yes,
No,
it is.
no, it isn't.
Yes, it
Technically,
is.
yes.
Yes,
It
it is.
isn't.
It
No,
is.
it's not.
Okay,
is.
so
Guys,
based on the
no.
confusion there, some
You
people are
can-
saying
In
no,
its
some
current
people are yes.
state,
Right.
no.
You can ride it, but it'll be a bad
Oh.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
what
yeah.
my man said.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is
that-
possible, but a bad idea. 17.
Question
Okay.
4.
Is it an animal?
No, 16.
No.
Unfortunately, Lala Boy was not online.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question 5.
Not a person, not an animal. Could be written with some modification, apparently.
Theoretically.
Some is
Not really.
definition.
Some sort of form of transportation. Is it a... is it a... that's not a good question. Does it... does it go on the ground? Does it travel along the ground? How about that?
Not exclusively.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I'd say partially, 15.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Okay, then what's the other? So does it go? Can it travel through the water?
No.
Unless by force.
I'm just gonna say no, 14.
Don't confuse
It's
it.
not intended
Just say
to
no.
go through
No,
the
just
water.
say no. It's not intended to go in the water.
A lot of these answers are not strictly yes or no. This is very. I don't know what
The
kind
answer
of
is
You'll see why.
It's a
The
strict
answer
no.
is no. The answer is no.
Okay, so ground C. I don't know what question we're at.
You have 14 left.
Question 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay. Might as well cover my bases. Can it travel through the air?
Yes.
Most certainly.
Mostly yes.
Listen.
Mostly yes. Okay.
Well, no,
Is
yes,
this what
yes.
we're
It's
looking at?
100%.
No spoilers.
So this is what he's trying to guess?
Yes.
Yes, no
Yo,
spoilers.
at whoever else is giving the question numbers, I think we're
By
good
the
at
way,
keeping the score
Skelly,
here.
Is it
13.
is it some form of aircraft?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
13.
Skelly, you should switch your camera angles.
Oh,
I
really?
can see it.
Okay. Does it have wings?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
12.
What?
Question
Okay.
10.
Oh. I am confused on what they're looking at.
Okay.
What question number is this?
Wolf,
12 to go.
Skelly's stream.
10.
This is okay.
What?
12 to go. 12 to go.
Yeah, we're gonna say 12 to go. That's the reason that I say a number afterwards. Is that's how many questions you have left.
Aircraft. Okay.
This? Or is it something?
Does it carry? Does it carry?
Oh.
Does it carry weapons?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
11.
Yes.
Here,
I had
so.
a feeling.
Yes, 11.
I feel like I was so blind.
Okay.
I wasn't looking up, so.
Is
Brain is
it
gone.
a bomber of some sort?
Yeah.
That's not the principal
Yes.
thing. Oh, yes. Okay, fine.
Yes.
Yes, 10.
Yes.
Oh no. Okay.
Yes.
Wait. Did you said is it a bomber? I think the word,
Technically.
Oh, okay. On a
It is
basis
a
of
I
bomber.
think the answer
It
is
is a bomber.
Okay. Is
okay,
it so? That kind of tells me something. Then is it a fighter? Maybe that's a better question.
Nope.
No.
No.
No, it's not a fighter.
no 9.
Absolutely not.
So that's weird. So it's not a fighter. It is sort of a bomber.
Yeah.
It has
Sort-
wings. It
I'll
has
give you the sort of.
weapons.
We'll give you the sort of.
Well,
And not charge you
what
questions
other
for
kind of
clarifying.
planes could there be? Like there's fighters, bombers.
You don't know what other types of planes could there be.
that carries
For real,
weapons.
That could theoretically be written
Well,
with some modification.
I said it's technically a bomber.
Oh my.
Oh no.
What? I'm getting confused already.
You have 9
Yep,
questions.
that's the
left.
point.
Are you
This is,
guys looking at
It
specific
probably
thing,
shouldn't
or
be a bomber, but it
just
is.
the whole thing?
We're answering questions about all of the nothing.
No, I'm just like asking, like, are you looking at specific?
Hang on. If we're answering questions
Or
about
just, like,
all
the
of the
whole-
nothing, then that
whole
technically
thing.
means that the ground does
Yeah,
it.
Skelly,
is
Skelly
also-
Zomperman, you should probably pan out to a more wider shot in your stream.
Yeah. Also, Frumple, I think. What did we say for the ground? Does it travel on the ground? Because technically that's a yes.
Chief said like 15% ground.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I am so confused. It is a plane. It has wings. It has weapons. It's not exactly a bomber, which confuses the hell out of me.
You're about to go for one slightly higher than that, I think.
Is he supposed to guess all of this?
How many questions are we down to? 9.
9 to go.
9.
I heard that.
The fact that you guys are saying all of this is interesting. Is it actually a...
Asking is...
Hang on. Let Frumple ask the questions.
Please be quiet.
Shush. Let Frumple ask the questions and let the staff give the answers here, just so that
No,
it's
no. Like some people
us.
can give good answers.
Okay.
It's like not just.
But like,
staff.
okay, but let Frumple ask the questions here. Go ahead.
Is it a scene of a battle?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Correct.
Definite yes.
Okay, so that opens it up a bit. I don't know what else. Maybe I should have asked. Is it a scene of a battle that is real? Real? Like in real life?
No.
Very no.
Absolutely not.
Okay. So is it a scene of a battle? I'm using up all my questions. Is it a scene of a battle that happened on the server?
Well,
it's
happened on the server, so yeah.
It has never happened before, if that's what you're asking.
It just happened behind you.
I see.
So nothing happened behind you. How many questions are we down to? 7.
That was number 7, so we're now down to 6.
I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to guess this one because I've been pretty much 2 for 2.
You ask yourself, what other types of planes are there?
Yeah.
That could be converted into a jet
But
plane.
the thing is, I asked the question:
Bomber.
does it have wings? So that rules out other non-winged, like helicopters. Could be a rocket, maybe, but I don't know about that.
We said there are things. It has wings.
It does have wings. What? It's not. I don't. This is why I don't like planes so much because I don't. All I know is that they're in the military. They're fighters and they're bombers, and that's usually the extent of it.
You're gonna hate us when you turn around.
Okay.
Oh my
It has
lordy.
wings. It has weapons.
It can be ridden with some modification.
Does this thing carry nuclear weapons?
I
Right
mean,
now they are
given
not.
how much we've been able to
Not in its current
retrofit these, it's
configuration.
probably possible, but I don't know.
Not
At
in
the moment, they're not.
configuration.
Are they?
I'm just gonna say I don't think they
Are they
do.
if you're asking, are they designed to hold them?
They could be modified to hold them, but right now they're
No.
not. 5.
No. Okay.
No nuclear weapons at the moment, though. Thanks for the
No
idea.
nuclear. Okay, that sort of brings it down a bit.
To be honest, you guys built it with no nuclear weapons, so
Yeah, no spoilers.
I don't like. I'm running out of ideas, guys. This is.
And you got
Down
5
to-
questions left.
Yeah, 5 questions. Use them wisely.
questions. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no.
Why? No. Does the plane belong? No, let's not ask that one.
when he guesses it, does he have to like
What?
guess specifically what it's called?
Yes,
No.
I do have to.
Well,
No.
I mean, it's not specifically called anything, so.
Just
You have to
his
get-
final answer has to be what's happening.
Close
as
enough.
as close as possible
battle.
behind him.
Because things have different names. If it's like
Yeah.
an aircraft.
How about this? Is the is one of the parties in the battle involving? Does the battle involve communists?
No.
No.
It could have, but no.
No. Okay.
The Russia ain't here. So.
Well,
I mean the Russians ain't here.
Man, this is so intricate.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, that's what you're gonna say when you turn around.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's not that. What kind of other plane is it? Okay. Does this plane carry passengers? Like as in civilian passengers?
I hopefully not at the moment.
That was its,
Hopefully not. At the
that was
moment.
its,
Are they designed
yes.
to? Yes.
that was its original purpose.
The design can
Yeah.
So they-
carry passengers.
That
Okay,
is the
so-
No,
purpose.
the original.
Hopefully not at the moment.
Yeah, hopefully not. But you know.
Get off the flippin' horse. Thank you.
So the plane was originally designed to carry passengers.
Plane is a
The horse
what
is flying.
the heck is
Shut
what?
up.
That doesn't
But
make
right
any
now,
sense.
probably-
Like, so you're
but right
telling
now,
me that
probably
this
it
is a
does,
hold on.
Yo, how much
You're telling me
health does this thing have?
You're telling me that this is a passenger plane that was converted to carry weapons.
Yes.
Is that one of your questions?
Sure.
Yes.
It is. Technically, it is,
Okay.
huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a passenger plane modified to carry weapons.
Okay.
And two
Let's
questions
do-
remain.
Two.
Yes.
2 questions remain. What the fuck?
Oh.
Oh my god, it's raining in Minecraft.
No, that's
Clearly
just
that's
me slaying a
thunder.
pig.
Okay, let's. Is it
I know
a?
it's not raining, it's actually thunder. But
Okay, go ahead.
Is it a
what?
plane that is trying to bomb? I don't know what the target is. What's the target?
See you to find out.
A target is something.
No assistance, even if it may seem obvious.
A target is something targeted.
You all get muted.
Is the
What?
target
I'm just saying what it is.
something that is well known on the server? How about that?
We don't know.
Yes.
Well,
Yes,
you could say that.
The target has featured in prominent scenes.
Well,
Yes.
It's
one
the
question
target
left.
is part of something well known on the server.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
target?
This is.
Yeah, Katie said it best. It's part of something well known on the server.
Yeah, and I will be filing a lawsuit.
On who though?
Perhaps.
That would have to be me.
I don't
Like-
under.
Blame Mega.
Yes.
On the company or like
Mega
on-
has
on-
the MLT government on its
us?
side now, so it's just
Yeah,
like
we'll need to have a fight in the Ward 7 District Court.
Does this? Okay, my final question before I guess is the plane on a collision course with the target?
Yes.
Yes.
Measurements,
Yes.
yes.
100%.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd-
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
what was that?
Well,
So
he knows
here-
the plane, so.
Okay.
So here is my guess. It is some sort of passenger plane converted to carry weapons or explosive or something that is flying into some sort of building. I guess maybe some sort of corporate headquarters or maybe the MRT AdMod building. I don't know.
Nope.
And
No.
Not that.
and it is a terrorist attack on the fate of our nation. And
No.
Well, you could say it's a terrorist attack, but you got the target wrong.
Yeah.
Well, it's,
Yeah,
it's
you
a
were
terrorist
halfway
attack on a nation.
Okay, from please.
okay,
Turn around.
Yay!
So let me let me present the scene. To your left, you can see the 6-engined planes that I created for myself. They
By
have
the
a
way,
passenger-
Mega Feline Holdings will be requesting $6 million in damage.
Yeah, so these
Yeah.
planes on the left, they're 6-engine with the 2 tails. This is part of
this
Mr.
guy's
These
playing on the
planes.
right.
These are the planes belong to Mr. Bomb Airlines, and they have a carrying capacity of 1 for myself, and
Why is there water?
one of them has a railgun on top of it, and that's shooting at the enemy, which is the intra-air triple-decker passenger plane.
As well as the intra-air double-decker passenger.
Yeah, there's also
Yeah,
the double
that's far-
passenger jet.
But it's
So
far
yeah,
behind.
these are some of the biggest planes on the server, and then at the passenger plane, the triple decker, if we come down here, is bombing some ground tanks from myself. So this is the ground portion. That's why I was so confused.
So you expected me to guess all this?
Yes.
Yeah. And also, one of the ground vehicles has shot a very powerful missile through the center of the triple decker.
Can we make it a rule that for next GSMs that whatever I need to guess actually has to be guessable because
no,
You can't. Is it so hard to guess that 3 passenger planes retrofitted to carry missiles are shooting missiles?
I mean, you almost got there. Let's be honest.
If you
I
put
was
it
painted
that
it-
way, yes.
I was painted a very specific picture. I don't know.
You were really painting a picture after all we've said.
I will say you got most of it right.
Yeah.
Okay, Kitty, why do you always gotta like just make
Whoa,
things
look in the tab menu.
complicated?
And that is it for the general staff meeting. There will